I have a friend actually who's an organizer here also. He says that Houston is actually prophetic. And I feel like you are an example of that because of the ways that you all organized and came together became a blueprint for how people suffering from the fires got diapers.
So I got into a text thread with some of my doula sisters, and I'm like, look, what do y'all's clients have? What do you already have? We started pulling together resources, and I was like, just get everything you can, and I'll come get it from you. We are going to put something together so that we can give this out to people because the stores were closed. People couldn't get
Yeah.
stuff from the store.
Mm.
So it was like, we're gonna make a free store. Like we're gonna just do a pop-up and we're gonna make sure people have what they need. And I went to social media and I wrote a note in my phone, in my iPhone, and I screenshotted it and I posted it, and it was like, hey, mamas in Houston and Texas, what do y'all need? And immediately I was just like inundated with all these responses,
Mm.
and because people were really scrambling in that
Mm-hmm.
time. And, a doula from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, sent me she put a comment on the post, and she's like, hey, I'd love to help, let me know what we can do out here. And anywho, within 48 hours, Baton Rouge came to us. The city gave like never before. We had so
Mm.
many supplies that we did 2 weeks worth of distributions
Wow.
in Third Ward at Project Row houses. And we did it for 2 weeks in a row. Doulas came out, they volunteered their time. We sorted supplies. We had so much that we were able to send out a few groups of folks driving around to the unhoused folks in Third Ward and downtown, and we were giving them what we had. And after that, I was like, I can't back down. The city needs
Mm.
us. And the next big disaster was Hurricane Beryl,
Mm-hmm.
and it was so disastrous. It was
Mm-hmm.
horrible. I didn't have power myself for 9 days. My
Mm-hmm.
volunteers didn't have power. And every day, these people truly driven by love would show up and come outside with me. Hurricane season is also the
Yeah.
hottest time of the year if you're not in
Yeah.
Houston. And my volunteers would come and be outside with me for like 6, 7 hours giving to the community. And the only thing you want to do after a time like that is go home and take a shower. And they couldn't even do that. And they would go home
Mm.
and rest and come back the next day. And I was just blown away by the people who help me, the people who make this possible is the community. One of our partners is the Relief Gang with Trey the Truth, and they were doing a big response out in California for the Eaton
Mm.
wildfires.
Mm-hmm.
And we were able to partner with them. They called us and were like, hey, do y'all have diapers? And I'm like, do we have
Mm.
diapers? And I went to our storage and we were able to send a truckload, a trailer full
Wow.
of diapers out to California. So it's really, yes, it's Houston based, but I'm not going to hear about mothers and children who need something and not do what I can.
Yes. I am emotional hearing this because I was here during the freeze. We
Mm.
also lost power after Beryl, I think. And I mean, I think this response is such a contrast to the utter failure that Houstonians experienced from the state. And I think like the contrast and the juxtaposition is like so stark and it's so devastating, but also so beautiful. I think the South gets a really bad rep, and the rest of the country says really mean things about the South and about Texas when natural
Yeah.
disasters happen. But I have a friend actually who's an organizer here also. He says that Houston is actually prophetic. And I feel like you are an example of that because of the ways that you all organized and came together became a blueprint for how people suffering from the fires got diapers. Like the infrastructure that
Mhm.
I think like Southerners, and I'll just speak about Houston, like because of the utter constancy of hurricanes and climate crises
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
heat and the failure of the grid, I think there's a way that Houstonians take care of their neighbors and know how to build infrastructure for care exactly like you're talking about. That is not like anything I've ever seen anywhere else.
Step with care towards the precipice. Hold my hand.